Russian military used Ukrainian POWs as human shields, Prosecutors Office confirms.
Here's a summary of the article.
An investigation has been initiated under the guidance of the Zaporizhia Regional Prosecutor's Office into allegations that the Russian army used Ukrainian prisoners of war as human shields during an attack on Ukrainian defense positions. Using POWs as a human shield, the Russian army attacked the positions of Ukrainian defenders. An investigation has been started, Ukraine's Prosecutor General's office stated. This follows the emergence of video footage, published by RFE/RL on 13 December, showing Russian forces leading unarmed Ukrainian POWs under gunpoint toward Ukrainian positions, using them as a cover. Preliminary data indicate that Russian military personnel audaciously violated international humanitarian law by employing Ukrainian POWs as live shields in combat operations against Ukrainian defense forces in the Zaporizhia direction. The investigation is under the supervision of the Office of the Prosecutor General, with investigative actions in the criminal proceedings conducted by the State Security Service of Ukraine in the Zaporizhia Oblast. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022, Ukraine's Prosecutor General's office has recorded over 110,000 war crimes cases. Russian night attack on Kyiv injured 53 people, damaged kindergartens, buildings, cars, critical infrastructure. Reuters. Russia lost 87% of initial troops in Ukraine war. U.S. intel says UK commits $4.6 million to support war crimes investigations in Ukraine. Famous Ukrainian filmmaker Ruslan Volodin dies at frontline. You could close this page.
This post received a score of 3,400, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Try them at The Hague.
For that, they would have to be captured alive somehow. It is prohibited to seize or to use the presence of persons protected by the Geneva Conventions as human shields to render military sites immune from enemy attacks or to prevent reprisals during an offensive. GCI v. Arts. 28:49. API Art. 51.7. API Art. 5.2.c. Russia has committed, commits and will commit internationally condemned war crimes and will pay for it at a court like the Nazis did.
Nah, unless Russia is literally brought to their knees, they will generally get away with this just like all other times. Since fall of their Soviet empire they have done exactly same shit in Moldova, twice in Georgia, twice in Chechnya and twice in Ukraine and has always walked away unpunished. Westerners has no balls to genuinely pursue punishment for crimes against humanity what Russians have committed. In less than a year, once war will be over one way or another, most Western companies will be happy to return to doing business with Russians with blessing of Western politicians.
Historically speaking, the only time the West had some real balls of titanium in judging and condemning something in a trial was during the Nuremberg Nazi trials, where all members of the SS were rightfully executed for the crimes they committed. But that was last century. Doubt Western cultures would be up for execution trials in modern times, even if it involved the Russian dictatorship, which has proven to have committed war crimes, crimes against humanity in Ukraine.
Hate to break it to you, but only 13 people were executed in the Nuremberg trial. Most of the German war criminals enjoyed life after the war, many as politicians.
Yeah, it's sad this myth is still prevalent, like the clean Wehrmacht myth.
Russia is just a giant version of Hamas with nukes. It's a filthy terrorist state.
No, totally different. Republicans support this.
Another day, another war crime.
Hate them later.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.